The hunger problem in Los Angeles is getting worse day by day. Parents have left heartbroken as they are not able to provide their children with sufficient food.
In this segment, we will explore the lives of those affected as well as the charitable individuals who reach out to the hungry.
Everyday people are struggling, and I don't know how much you know about the way the economy is changing and things like that, but when food prices go up, and especially an issue that's very pertinent to Los Angeles when rent goes up, people are forced to make a decision between whether they're going to pay for food or rent or medical care or food, and in many cases, they choose to give up food because Los Angeles has a pretty good network of food banking soup kitchens whose responsibility is to provide food to these people when they run into these situations of having to make those tough decisions.
More than 1.7 million Los Angeles County residents struggled with hunger in 2009. That is more than in any other county in America. In California, the food insecurity rate is 16.7%. That is about 6,053,470 food insecure people. There is an estimated cost of $2,671,625,540 to meet food needs based on an average cost for a meal of $2.64. In this graph, the blue line indicates the number of households living off of food stamps. As you can see, this number continues to increase, and in the years of 2011 and 2012, it is higher than ever. One place where many food insecure people go to get help is SOVA. One lady shares her story.
This is my first time here, and it's mainly for my son and daughter-in-law. My son's out of work, and my daughter-in-law, they just had a baby. They're just sick sometimes due to having the C-section and being out of work. So this is income, just loss of income, being with them being out of work. And so I just try to help them out with stuff.
We went around Los Angeles in search of people like you and me who make a difference by helping out needy people when they can.
Hello, my name is Michael Suhili. I'm the owner of Nour-Omid Cafe in Sherman Oaks, California, and I'm the restaurant owner here. And we try to establish a community assistance in our location over here. Whenever there's a quiet moment that we have, we try to contribute for the people who are struggling out in the streets when they come by and they request certain foods or something like that. We have them available. More than gladly be willing to help out.
Whether Mr. Monaco Suhili knows it or not, he is a perfect example of Maimonides' sixth rung on his ladder, one who gives after he is asked. This is a man who gives cheerfully and as much as he can, but only after being asked. Monaco does not seek out people in need of help. Instead, he waits for those in need to come to him, but is very generous when given the opportunity to help.
My name is Elsa Vargas. I work at California PETA. What we do for the homeless is we help them out by giving them food, like our rice, our leftover rice, as much as possible as we can. We are really close to our local, very appreciated homeless person named Joanne. She's very nice. We have gotten really close to her. We have been able to give her a room during the holidays so she can spend the night there at the holidays. We're also very nice to the rest of the homeless people around here. We give them rice, we give them salad, we can, we allow them to come and sit every once in a while when it's really cold out, and water, what they need, obviously. And we try to do whatever we talk to them, we catch up with them, how they're doing. But that's mostly for the most part. We help them out in food as much as we can, and we try to be there for them as a person, so they know that we're still regular people. Only because everyone else is.
The people at California PETA go the extra mile and befriend one of the local homeless. They show her more respect and treat her as an equal. They have casual conversations with her as you would with a friend, and even give her a room for the holidays. They make sure not to diminish her pride or put her to shame, as shown in Ketubot 67b. Better had a man thrown himself into a fiery furnace than publicly put his neighbor to shame.
These restaurant owners represent the values being taught in Deuteronomy 15, verses 7 through 8. It states, "If anyone is poor among your fellow Israelites in any of the towns of the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not be hard-hearted or tight-fisted toward them. Rather, be open-handed and freely lend them whatever they need." This is precisely how they act toward the needy people who come asking for help.
In addition, as stated in Exodus 22:25, "If you lend money to one of my people among you who is needy, do not treat it like a business deal. Charge no interest." None of these restaurant owners expect anything in return for feeding those who are hungry. They do it out of justice, or tzedakah. We went over to Stephen Wise to see how the younger kids were responding to the hunger issue. We have one of their own teaching us about what they do to help.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I am a 6th grader at Stephen S. Wise Temple Elementary School. Our community project this year is to grow fruits and vegetables and donate it to the homeless at the Valley Shelter. All the 6th graders come to the garden once a week. We water the plants and watch them grow. But once they're fully grown, we donate them all to the homeless shelter to the hungry people. We grow butternut squash, carrots, radishes, turnips, asparagus, strawberries, bell peppers, and tomatoes. It's good because the hungry people can get healthy and nutritious produce for a change.
By growing food and donating it to the homeless shelter, the 6th graders at Stephen S. Wise are exemplifying the 2nd and 5th rungs of Maimonides' ladder. The second is the giver and the receiver are unknown to each other. That is, one who gives charity to the poor without knowing to whom he gives, and without the poor knowing from whom he takes. Because the 6th graders give the food to the Valley Shelter and not to the homeless directly, they remain anonymous. And because the homeless collect the food from the shelter, they too remain anonymous. The 5th rung is one who gives before he is asked. The 6th grade decided to devote their time to growing food to donate to the needy. They did not wait for anyone to come and ask for their help. They take initiative themselves and do what is just. Inspired by these righteous people who do so much to help the hungry, we decided to follow in their footsteps and do some donating of our own. We gave boxes of packaged meals to the Sova food pantry. So be aware that there are people out there who may have homes but are still suffering from hunger and are unable to provide and serve for their families. We hope we have inspired you to get out and start trying to fight LA's hunger issue. You can help by donating regularly to a food bank or by volunteering at food kitchens because you have the resources to impact the many lives of those who are currently suffering.